If you just take a little tiny hit, one little tiny hit. That's where we're at. Do I manifest? I set goals, personal goals, I guess. But I never use the word manifest.
Why?
I think because I don't know what it means. Maybe just a semantical thing.
Rogan, take two.
Forgot what it's like to film stuff. I don't journal. I do not journal. I write a lot. I write hours and hours and hours a day. You want to know about my wellness routine? How does one define a wellness routine? I exercise. I guess that's is that wellness? Sure, that's wellness. I try to be. What is wellness? When you say the word wellness, I picture like people rubbing lotions on their face. And if that's what wellness is, I don't have a wellness routine. I washed my hair with soap until recently. That's how little wellness I have. My beard, I think a beard, you want to maybe shampoo your beard like once every year. As far as, that's my, that's done me well. Once a year, that's when I remember that's even an option. I'm like, oh yeah, this is hair, I guess. No one tells you when you grow a beard what to do with it, how to maintain it. No one's like, you shampoo it this. Like, that's not a conversation fathers pass down with their sons. Shampoo your beard. I don't know. The truth is, I don't know. A beard idol. A lot of good beards out there in the world. Zach Galifianakis, probably the most famous beard. What's funny is that movie studios don't want you to have a beard. If you've ever wondered, how come so few actors have beards? It's because they don't like it. When you're making a movie, they do a camera test, and the studio head's always like, does he have to have that fucking beard? And they're like, I guess not. I mean, tell him to shave it. And then they're like, they really want you to shave the beard. And then you do, because it's a weird thing to get in a big argument about. I don't use a Peloton. I just watch them. I just like to watch the classes because I think no, I don't. I once rented an Airbnb that had a Peloton in it, and I thought it was insane. It was very cult-like. It had a cult-like vibe. The way that person was lit reminded me of like a horror film, like these like kind of faceless people surrounding them in like an amphitheater type setting, and then like one bright light on the person leading the class. It was a little scary. Do I wish the internet was ever not invented? I don't. Yeah, that's a tough question to answer. In general, I don't hypothesize a lot about do I wish certain things never existed. The internet is one. No, I think probably the internet will do more good than bad. I don't know. People, we're all going to die one day anyway. Has the internet made it more entertaining ride along the way? Maybe. Last time I really cried, I watched the film Soul, the Pixar film. That made me cry quite a bit. I cry in movies a lot. Movie trailers will make me cry, even bad ones. One element my wife would like to see changed about me. There's nothing. I always think she's done drinking her water before she is, and I put her cup in the sink while she's still drinking her water. And weirdly, that's a big point of contention between us, because she's just like, I'm still drinking this shit. And I was like, yeah, put it in the sink, sorry. Shouldn't have put it down for 30 seconds. Other than that, we get along very well.
What about you? Are you hyper clean?
I don't know. What's something people, I don't know what people are projecting on me. What is missing or hitting their expectations. I am pretty clean. Sure, if you think I'm a slob, I'm not. If you think I am not a slob, then you're right on the money. I'm very punctual. I would describe myself as wildly punctual. And that is actually, it's because you can't smoke weed all the time and be late. It's why no one complains that I'm stoned all the time. Because the one thing they could complain about is that I'm late, and I'm not. So, go fuck yourselves. happiest at? I'm happy on the couch. I'm very happy on my couch. And I have a pottery studio in my garage. I'm very happy in there as well. Why pottery? It's a good, it's centering, quite literally. You get to make shit that you want. Mugs, plates, ashtrays. I always say it's like doing yoga if at the end of yoga you produced a souvenir. Sure. Yeah, maybe. I would be reincarnated as maybe just another person who, maybe though, who lived in like Tahiti or something. That would be nice. Someone just, someone born in the French Polynesian Islands. That I would say that is a inelegant turn of phrase. Potfluencer. It nor complements it does not complement the word pot nor influencer. An unholy marriage of words. Potfluencer. Oh wait, my mic fell. Hold on. All right. When did I first smoke weed? When I was 13 years old. I smoked weed for the first time in the ravine behind my high school. Me and my friends Saul, Steven, and Josh. Josh is a rabbi now. Steven Glansberg is referenced in Superbad as the kid who eats alone. The three of us got a little nug of weed from our friendly local drug dealer behind the 7-Eleven and then went to a ravine behind our high school and we smoked that weed. My friend Saul brought a bong. So he had a 1-foot bong hidden in the kangaroo pouch of his sweatshirt, which was insane in retrospect. The first time I smoked weed, I got like so fucking high. The concept of like integrating that into my day-to-day life was a far cry from where I was. It was it took years for me to really become the type of person who smoked weed all day every day. I would first tell people not everyone's cut out to be an expert weed smoker, and weed affects everyone differently. And if it just doesn't agree with you, it's not in the cards. I'm sorry. Find a new hobby. I also think most people smoke too much weed, and like a lot of people I think have negative reactions to weed because they smoke too much of it. If you just take a little tiny hit, one little tiny hit, that's enough for most people. Weed's really strong these days. Go on. What's the question? Oh no, my microphone's probably good. Asking me what my favorite aspect of smoking weed is like asking someone what their favorite aspect of wearing shoes is. I don't know. Like, I just kind of need it. Your feet would hurt otherwise. I can't not smoke weed in the same way you can't not wear shoes, or if it's cold, you can't not wear a coat, or if your eyes are fucked up, you can't not wear glasses. That's what weed is to me. Whoa. Who would I like to meet? There's tons of people I'd love to meet. Not really, honestly, I've met so many famous people at this point and had so many terrible experiences that if I'm a big fan of someone, I'd rather not meet them. I'd rather just admire them from afar. This is making me nauseous. Too much? It's a little much for me. There's certain amounts of smoke I can... a prized possession. My wife and I went mini golfing on our first date, and she kept the scorecard, and we have that. Do I have guilty pleasures? I don't know. I don't feel that guilty about the pleasures that I that I have. That's a construct, man. I watch a lot of reality television. Terrible reality television, and I guess if there was, and I honestly, genuinely feel guilty about it sometimes because the people on the shows are so stupid. So yeah, that is an actual guilty pleasure. How do I avoid feeling boxed in? I have a lot of outlets. I try new things. I take big swings. I don't let myself be boxed in. Hey! Sound really bounces in the dome. Talk to the camera. I do sometimes meditate. I try to be present. I smoke a lot of weed. That's meditate. I have a lot of daily habits and rituals that are meditative. I smoke sativa during the day and then indica to ease me into sleep. And then often in the middle of the night, I smoke weed as well. It depends on who I'm with, how many people I'm around. For myself, for this photo shoot today, I brought like 10 joints. Just to, you know, you want to be careful, you want to be sure. Ugh. Do I wake and bake? Yes, I smoke weed. On average, probably within half an hour of waking up. Every single, I'll make coffee as I roll a joint, and then I will drink coffee as I smoke that joint in the morning. Eating weed is to me it's counterintuitive to like eat drugs to get fucked up, unless you're doing like hard drugs. Like hard drugs go in the mouth, you know, when and you chew them. If you're chewing a drug, that's a serious drug to me.
All right. I'm trying to figure out.
I know, it's okay. We'll get there together. I know we're all on the same team here.